shoot, 50. Good thing I wasn't like totally ripping it up. Alright, buenos dias, ¿qué pasó amigos? John's Moto Garage. As you can see, I'm chilling upon a 2011 Harley Davidson Night Rod Special. And if you're new to the channel, then first of all, gracias for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you dig it, of course. But if you're new, you probably don't know, I test rode one of these a few months back and have been on the lookout ever since. And I did a video not too long ago, 8 of the must-have bikes that I've yet to own, and this one was on the list. Anyway, I'm doing my test ride. Once I get back from the test ride, we'll see what happens. Hopefully everything checks out, because this is one that I would love to take home. What I failed to do on my last test ride was actually get on it. Everybody told me that it doesn't really hit the power band until 4,000 RPMs, and now I see what they're talking about. I'm gonna have to do a little more of a test ride than this to get see what I'm looking at. Yeah, this thing pulls. Now my big complaint, as always, it's got forward controls. I have seen people put mid controls on a bike like this. I'll be honest, I used to not be a huge fan of the look of these. Woo! Holy smokes. Yeah, no kidding, this thing is a complete monster. Holy smokes, this thing's fast. You know what, actually, this looks like a cool spot to jump off and do a quick walk around, show you guys what we're looking at. So again, 2011 Night Rod Special V Rod. I don't know the difference between all that stuff. It's got the burnt orange, hard to come by. It's a little bit dirty right now. Thing is low mileage, about 2,000 miles. Now, I did a video talking about how typically, you know, super low miles or super high miles can be a turn off. There's always exceptions. Something like this, it's been garage kept. You can tell it's in really good condition. Vance & Hines exhaust sound pretty good. As you can see, the dude laid it down. He said he was taking a right and hit some gravel and it just went down. So you got some minimal scuffs here. And for me, if the price is right, I can look past some of those blemishes for sure. Well, so far I'm digging what I see. Yeah, 2,000 miles on this thing. Out here in the boondocks, in the middle of nowhere practically. You got the burnt orange, the racing stripes. Yeah, this thing's a freaking rocket. Holy smokes. I think I need some air in the tires. That'll help with the kind of have to fight it when you're turning. But overall, this thing's a beauty. Oh, I didn't realize this was a roundabout. This reminds me of other bikes I've ridden. It reminds me of the Breakout, but just a faster version of it. I know the Breakout came after, It reminds me of the Yamaha Warrior. Yeah, just some of those muscle bikes. Yeah, really digging it. And of course, if you guys dig the content, like, subscribe, hit me on Instagram at John's Moto Garage. And this is one of the first bikes on the channel since I sold my truck, which is a bit of a drag because it's bittersweet, because it means if I buy it, I'm going to be riding it home. I guess that's not a bad thing. And I want to double check underneath now that I've ridden it, just make sure there aren't any oil leaks, nothing like that. Just my typical routine when I'm looking at used motorcycles. And as long as everything checks out, then I'm digging the motorcycle. I think I would be down to take this one home. So stay tuned till the end, see if I bring this sucker home. And if so, you can definitely expect to see some additional videos. Get some good rides in on it. This test ride is much better than the first one I had a few months back, and I can definitely see what all the hype is on this motorcycle. I'm pleasantly surprised by how smooth the transmission is on this. I'm used to Harleys being so clunky, and this thing's actually pretty dang smooth. This thing truly is a joy, a complete joy to ride. Such a smooth, responsive bike. It's a cruiser, you know, it's not sport bike, it's not gonna be the fastest bike ever, but man, I'll tell you, for a muscle cruiser, for hot rod, I can see what all the hype's about, man. I really can. I used to just totally dismiss these bikes because I did not dig the styling of it. I just couldn't stand how they look. And that's the case with a lot of motorcycles. I'm kind of beyond that now, though. I'm totally down to give pretty much any bike a shot. I have to say, it's not as uncomfortable as I expected it would be at these higher freeway speeds. I'm cruising 70 to 80. Forward controls, drag bar is kind of hunched over the tank. It's a somewhat aggressive stance, and it's really not that uncomfortable. You know, even if you had an hour and a half ride daily, I think you could pull it off on this bike. Obviously, it's not built with that in mind. It's built more as a performance muscle bike, but if you dig it, I wouldn't let that deter you. I have to say my biggest complaint so far is the speed limit, because this thing does not like speed limits, bro. Alright, you guys, it's official. I am the proud new owner of this Harley Davidson Night Rod Special 2011. Just about 2,600 miles. A few little cosmetic blemishes come with it, no extra cost for that. I gotta go get gas, and then I'm gonna hit the road. It's like a 45 plus minute ride back to La Casa, and I'm looking forward to it, man. Back in the day, I would have just been loading it up in my truck around this time, but as we know, the truck is no more. Sold my truck a while back. I've been regretting it ever since, but I'll get something else eventually. So check this out. No gas cap. Bam. There it is right there. Holy smokes, this thing is a freaking rocket, man. It really is. Alright, there you have you guys, John's Moto Garage. As always, thank you for tuning in, checking out the channel. Like and subscribe if you dig it. Looks like the kids are home. The bikes are all over the place. You can hit me up on Instagram. Whoa! I just rear-ended the Lowrider S here. You see it shaking. And Big shout out to Patreon supporters. You can also support the channel through Patreon. And I think that does it. What do you guys think? Thumbs up or down on the Harley V Rod? All right, hasta luego, nos vemos. We'll see you on the next one.